na campagne ka kero kono ay bang kero kono ala carte ko I win
but I win Ismaila usually ruling party la candidate ko ka crowd men je mo je form ne kada mo le ba form ba wala ko
alo nyaaji be time on is too early nano and kamo realize mo demal besiro kan dan do de biro mo bina kan dan but it's too early so 9 o'clock wala si nata no around 1 to london even crowd men jala jam it found it good badul fana mi realize kan fu ngabe ko so balon ko ngara de so me kan min kuma do nomination is not about the crowd it's about the higher nomination data de mi kuma do campaign ni every campaign yo kela agenda for the people molira agenda se kati fay wala kuma e ka de pati do de ni crowd bas na crowd mi alon ka dango tala e da ka de fay de person e do de mi alon ko de kamere sa de good crowd so the crowd min nata nomination do tin determine the outcome of the election nyaari da wolon bela campaign ela do ko molla lan la pola wala candidat so ni crowd ko ma lo sati na ko ma bela election
but crowd is very important
important dale but it's not the final outcome abuka outcome on this determine ko nga fo nyame stu ale nano ko kamuno bila isi alo mo ya ko west coast is the biggest region in the country one of the biggest from Kalaji kada fo ko yena ki ko libala so to mobilize all these people to will be in on someone 9 o'clock. It's difficult. So don't move
So are you really sure that Seedy will be able to win in West Coast region, Ismaila? As we understand, Ahmed Dide, who is part of NPP, is also contesting as an independent candidate. You now have Yanks Dabo also there. You have also Ibrahim J. Sane, who is also back, or who is candidate for NATO Alliance already. And unarguably, we all understand that NATO Alliance also have a crowd. So you think Seedy will be able to survive among these candidates?
Why not? In fact, it is for Seedy to lose. It's not for us to win because the incumbent is the NPP-led coalition. Seedy is backed by a very powerful political party, in fact the biggest political party in the country. He's not an outsider.
Yeah, but if you look at it, this just concluded council election. We've realized that NPP's progress in West Coast region. Understand?
But that's the reason for that, and scientifically.
And you say NPP is the biggest.
If you look at the councillorship, look at the voter turnout.
Hello?
Less than 30%. People did not come out to vote. So, and also the councillorship by election will be very local government politics is very local concentrations in president. So the way people vote in council, and the way they vote in mayoral and chairmanship, and the way they vote in presidential, if you can prediction or cannot be something. Yes, NPP, they've lost a lot of ground in West Coast in the councillorship election, but there are reasons for that because people did not come out to vote. Especially most of their supporters, they are not going to be Sungarola, of course, and other factors. And if, for example, there were challenges, we have to learn from that. We rectify those things, we are not lapses or delay, and we are going to ensure that
what kind of challenges are
come on to vote. Sunkaro, some other issues, we are going to sign by make sure that people come on to vote, especially NPP in coalition, they're going to come on to vote. No one think they vote, that there's no chance for the opposition. I can tell you that.
And you are part of, or you're residing in West Coast. And what do you think needs to be done in West Coast with regards to developments and other things? And as you have already been witnessing it and seeing everything clearly.
Hello, West Coast. You cannot have one development framework for West Coast. West Coast is huge. From Kalaji, what the people of Fonyi and Kombok need, which is a bit more rural, is different from what people in Kersering will need and Rusubi, which is a bit more urban.
That is urban
and very urban. Okay. So you need service. So you can get a development agenda that will cater for these variations in terms of demography, in terms of infrastructural development, but also in terms of the population. What needs to be done is that West Coast, what they need more now, people need roads, especially places, big cities like Ismaila Ceesay, ni sama busa ni parati dan ma fa na kabab ko dunno. Yana sana kan some big places need markets. We need infrastructure. And we are on council kakele. Some places need water. If you go to Fonyi, and in compared to the world, you will have problem. So can the council ensure they provide water for those people? If you go to Bruce, well, the problem is different. So by the way, Seedy has an agenda which caters for all this. At the end of the day, changing West Coast will be very challenging because of its size. We're working with Seedy to ensure we transform West Coast status from like council into a municipality. Second thing, I make sure West Coast revenue diversify. So nyakara bi akadara sikeme sotoron taro. Sama ni diversify. Sikeme fula kimulu sotoron taro kono pur nga put into the but the challenges are many in West Coast. Obviously, sanitation is one thing. We are going to make sure we bring in systems, innovative systems. Kaji kombali tol, nul kako, anyama, anala watu. We are going to make sure we feed the rules of Mialang, we leave council because you need to understand also council's responsibilities. Council can only work within a mandate. Don't be the masakunala do kole, but council masakunaka do kele. Silo Mialang council agenda kado. No silo decide more nika finti ya eka. Don't be the need for anybody ya. For example, bikama kabo jita sama kono. Kukara no marché. Ye bus dio kono kura marché fana kono. Tumol be kinatari ke jube siya jube janso.
Yeah, definitely.
Omu kuldi Mialang ko wobe nyanda kado kole. But at the end of the day, we have to. Seedy has a strategy. Seedy has an agenda in place. He knows this, understands these variations. What Fonyi and Como Ismail need is different from Brusubi and Kirisi by need. But what is important also, the development agenda caters for all these different variations, all these different demographics, all these different regions. Isaje ko ninna na move safe and the development for West Coast and transform into a mini city state.
So if you look at decentralization, the central government and the local government, all you are saying here are very important, very interesting. But don't you think decentralization can be obstacle to that?
No, decentralization is what is even needed. But what type of decentralization? We need to innovate decentralization. Remember, every generation you create your development agenda based on current realities and future aspirations. Now, very you know that I can know West Coast, CRR, URR. That was the configuration. The local government structure, it was to suit a particular generation, a particular time, and particular challenges and particular aspirations. Now we're in 2023. We need to rethink local governance in this country. We need to rethink decentralization in this country. We need to rethink our sharing between local government because there are other countries. Things like schools, social services in general, schools, healthcare, nursery education, roads, parking, sanitation, environment, all these are given to the council, and the council is supported in two ways. By making sure that you don't give councils resources because it's not sustainable. You give them the wherewithal to be able to generate resources, but also give them the human resource capacity to turn those resources into effective development. So what we need to do as a country now, the current configuration, is it fit for purpose? The current way whereby we have West Coast from Kalai, from Kololi, plus a URR. The current configuration, is it fit for purpose? Or do we need to reinvent and redefine the boundaries? Do we need to make sure we move away from councils? So these are the questions we need to do. These are also, but Bangkok can develop already. The more we go, the current realities will give us challenges, and based on those challenges, we look at our aspirations going forward. How do we want the Gambia to be in 2050, for example? What kind of local governance structure we want in 2050? Mialongo, I think the problem will solve nobody can cater for the next generation. These are the things Mialongo needs. We look at those things and make sure the revenue generation in West Coast region is tight. We digitize the entire system. We make sure people pay their rates on time. We make sure we are even proposing to see to start, because Gambian is what they call a population database. Every Gambian living in this country should be in a system. Nyalon ko ibe ila koku ikralo bitama mindo ikam ibe do ko min ekasa min abe system ko pour sama nim di maro nada insalon ko jwala nyanda ka dima, but we need to pilot it within West Coast region. We build a population database for West Coast region so that every citizen living in West Coast region, you are in a system, you know where you are, we know dinjelle bebul bung sifa jumale ko min di maro nada, let's say flooring keta wala tinyaro keta, we know how to trace those people ngem sono sa sense, but in population database man so mal bobe dan aka paliale. So but we need to do a nationwide population database, but we want to use West Coast as a pilot. Then a pilot then not succeed. Then make sure to work with central government. Expand. It's a Gambia be more every citizen in this country. It's a database kono. It's a agency trace no. In the Maruna is the Maruna.
And when it comes to this election, I was thinking maybe we will see Ismaila contesting for this position.
Seedy is a better candidate than Ismaila. Seedy is a better candidate than Ismaila.
Why do you think?
Because Seedy has
Ismaila is a lecturer. Ismaila knows politics. Ismaila learned politics. Ismaila holds PhD in politics. So why do you say so?
We sit as an alliance, and then we realize the best candidate to win is Seedy. That's the most important thing. Ismaila have working as a lecturer at the university. Maybe the UTG needs me more, perhaps. They have a job. I have young people who depend on me for education. So that job also I have to what are the pros and cons? If I leave UTG, Gambia has a human resource capacity. The UTG, not many Gambians will come and teach. Capacity is a problem. What are the UTG from UBP? Most of our lecturers are Nigerians. We have Gambians like me who are UTG. Teaching young people, preparing them for the future is equally important as running a council, especially if you have someone like Seedy who is equally competent, equally qualified to run KM, West Coast region. I came transform.
When it comes to your alliance, Citizen Alliance, going into alliance with the MPP, many were saying, last time I asked you the question, many were saying CA is now dead. So in the future, are you still thinking to
problem with Gambia is that political education is alliances are normal all over the world. All over the world. There is no country in the world, even the biggest democracies, the parties form alliances based on particular interests at a particular time. Nga example in the UK, there was an election the Conservatives, a right-wing party, among enough seats to build a government in the UK. They went into an alliance with the Liberal Democrats, a left-wing party, which is unthinkable. Sanin kate fa yo sita, ntol be ka nyinele. But nimmi winter, ngaje ko okay ntol agenda na miro na fero nga menso do banko e. Ning mimbe siring ako alna ale kafunka anala minala fero nga banko doku. Ani ma ko ro jaw yale. Mo jaw o son dol no jaw yalo woti because mo nekra ite fero soto. Imagine be moto ko no be vano ko non kata. Ming to mo da ke drive woti. Ako nyat alto mi alon ke mal tombong al na lendi manga moto bore sansi fona forola e ko anen tinara ba on to montara nyat o mu taw yalit president no nsoma na re
sa fono le ko opposition fana mi opposition kende ma so ko
wala mbe menna opposition kende ma nyanda ka sotole bari do fana mbe jemi alon fana sika fono man sa konda kan do kan decide party le ba decide la mi yesul do la decide ko they want to stay in the position, that's fine. Nindo la decide we want to form an alliance to work the country. It's also acceptable. What's wrong with that? Woman kefendi. But the most important thing along community understand alliances are normal happening all over the world. It doesn't mean ko party union fatale. Party union akital ko at this point in time. Ntonga na calculation can as a party. Ko. The best thing for the party and for the country is that nga join NPP can as an alliance. Nga policies align. Because the country is facing a lot of challenges right now as we speak. And these challenges no keloning no kajafoni no nengo ata solve nola so fonsi kafunyo kang momoy mirande ngom soto ya fina nga kafunyo kang nga banko samba banin tol be sitan ko anin tol dati je ngambulo mudale lungolo benyo kajafila munyo na radio bi ni Gambia media landscape ni sauve of the Gambian media landscape, all the TV stations, all the online media, all the political talk shows, only 2% of the discussions focus on the solutions of this country. Abe itele nyimfonunjang itele tatajana itele natajana ubuka banko samba nyato. You listen to all the media houses, listen to the solutions. Nobody talks about how do we create energy security in this country, how do we ensure we move from heavy fuel energy to green energy, so that in 2050 we can provide enough electricity for our people which is cheap and clean. How do we provide foods? What do we do with agricultural sector? It's that in 2035 no Gambian will be hungry in this country, but we will also not import food. How do we provide jobs for the young people? Ndipaka wol mun na radio tan tel ngam folonko ha nyine ba ma bota jana ite bota jana le ite nyine kejang ite nyim foja ubaka banko samba nyaado.
Many were saying Ismaila was very critical of President Adama. Then Ismaila was criticizing Barrow's policies, was criticizing how Barrow was ruling, and and all of a sudden they said now you keep quiet now.
No, I did not keep quiet. You see, I have one thing for you. You see, you can have either two ways. You can come out openly and criticize. Now, if I have a chance, a window, to speak with them directly and give them my ideas, why should I be going out to criticize? The purpose of criticism is not just because we want to criticize. The purpose was to change things. If we have a chance now to change things without coming open, why should we come out and criticize? Well, still, political education definitely. Either people are dishonest or they are politically ignorant. But these things are normal anywhere in the world. Fodol bukan lo nundang eka baro jai eka kumandi Moses eka tolbe fa fo bi wol man ta criticize kan what is no important let me follow correct ko politics is like that momoy ka jubele which works at a particular point in time okay which works to move the country. There was a time me alonko people were in this country momoy baro ya to fango forek eke bane ne somanda fo suto e buka fentu balaje bi wolle kasi eka bane Nintol sila tumonong ka criticize because nga banko leje. Not because we don't like Baro. No, we have nothing against Baro at that time. Na crazy wala nantol only every time nga Baro criticize no. We don't go personal. We talk about the issues. Sa insita nga ko, woman tama. So we can be able to get access. In a way me alon ko sambe komotele we can bring our policies nga alay nga banko doku. Why should we continue be wuro kala sare kan? Ngala na problem ngambe olon ko. Model ben banko kan. Ni be la kafo kono dem banko din kendoleti ba ni montere la kafo kono banko din kurungoleti andu buka banko samba andu kaminke wolonko aman correct bi imontere la kafo kono e ko dem banko din bar sama dindo la kafo kono e se muta yeku ko telo banko din kendoti banko bukata monya banko monet demokrasi lo momo da meng yaji ko jelon so kata woleto tolo demokrasi no jali sa and doctor how would you describe President Adama Barrow? President Adama Barrow is a very good man, down to earth. President Adama Barrow is a democrat, very humble man, and I banko kanule. A stability fenande, a democracy fenam. Every leader, in every epoch, there's a challenge he can bring. Jawara, you can tell Jawara anything, but Jawara brought stability into Gambia. Jawara brought social cohesion. Jawara brought social cohesion at the time Yalongo. Banko si faranote because it was just after independence. That was Jawara's plus. Adama is bringing a transition. Ko sanji mwani mfola mekumboka nko man free mboka fe mfola sanji ngoso le sai. Ide president male ko mot so mona fulo wulay babale na radio. Hani say you go home and sleep. Come on sort anywhere. So it's a good man. Yes, there are challenges. I'm not saying everything is rosy in Gambia. More for that. There are challenges. Body challenges come with transitions. Anywhere you go. In fact, Gambia is even lucky. Some transitions relapse back into either autocracy or into civil war. Until we are moving forward our democracy, it means that it's probably democracy sa nka kumono sa ngoso sa nga si sa nga miro fa nyoka nga banko develop ni wante mbeburu na komale always and wo mam Gambia arrange ama mo arrange.
Thank you very much.
Abarkaba.
So, Doctor, I came late, but they are from West Coast region here. Why do you think the people of West Coast should elect Seedy Ceesay as the chairman of the Gambia Council?
That's very simple. He is competent. He has a proven track record of starting organizations from zero and building them into empires. He loves the country. He's patriotic. So he's competent. He knows the problems of West Coast region and he has solutions. If you listen to his interviews, he wasn't always talking about the problems. He has solutions for the problems. So I think he's the most competent candidate. I think people should really, and also he's trustworthy. You can trust him as well. He's reliable. I think the people should trust him and give him their votes.
Now, according to the IEC regional officer here, 14 nomination forms have been collected. What do you make out of the number of people that collected the form? 14 people.
Well, I think it's democracy. One of the pluses that we have now. There was a time on the Jamaica, most areas can oppose it. So if we have a system in West Coast region, 11 people, 11 patriotic Gambians who love their region, who love their country, wants to come and transform their region, I wish to celebrate.
Doctor, you are not only a politician, but you are also a political scientist. Looking at NPP's performance in the councillorship election, do you think Seedy will be able to at least get something from this election?
Of course, yes, because you have to understand one thing. You see, you cannot use the results of the councillor elections to make projections for the chairmanship or mayoral election. These are two different types of elections. And remember also, less than 30% of Gambians voted in the councillorship election. Turnout was very, very, very low. And Gambian has three sets of voters. They have those who are in the right, those in the left, which belongs to two different party camps, and you have the majority, 50%, that don't belong to any party. They are mostly, we call them undecided or decided majority. They are the ones who decide elections. So if there's an election and a particular party's voters came out en masse to vote, the chances, the highly likelihood that party's candidates will win is high. So that's what happened. But there is no data, there is no indication that can tell us that because of the councillorship elections, MPP lost ground in some councils, it will reflect in the mayoral election. No. And remember also, local government elections have a local touch. There are local, people vote based on local constitution. They don't vote for party mostly. They vote for the candidate who they think they want to be their council. So these are different elections that has passed. And obviously, there are many factors. If there were lapses from MPP and the coalition side, we have surely rectified those mistakes or those lapses. We'll make sure that now people come out to vote. We'll make sure that those challenges are rectified. We'll make sure that Seedy Ceesay is elected and becomes the chairman of Brikama Area Council.
Well, Doctor, in December 2021, President Arambaro won convincingly in West Coast. But in April 2022, the parliamentary election, the reverse was the case. To come to the councillorship election, NPP performed, woefully. Do you think people of West Coast are happy with NPP?
Of course, yes. I think they are very happy because of if you look at the infrastructural development that NPP president is doing in West Coast region. You see, he's building roads, feeder roads, and so on and so forth.
But it doesn't
but look at the figures. Look at the voter turnout. That's what I just told you. That in the president election, we're almost 90% voter turnout. It means that large cohort of voters who decided election came out to vote. In the parliamentary, the voter turnout very low, about 40%. In the local government, so low voter turnout is significant for how results are the outcome of results. So for me, I wouldn't use those ones as projects to talk about MPP's popularity. For me, as a scientist, as a political scientist, for me to be convinced that NPP really has lost ground West Coast, we need to do a survey, a scientific study, an empirical study to get the data as to how do people of West Coast feel about MPP. If I have that data, then I can speak with authority that MPP is, but not based on election results, which for all intents and purposes, in the Gambian context, don't give us a true picture of a party's popularity. Now, again, I'll reverse it. You said that in 2021, with the president's elections, UDP lost huge. In fact, they won only one seat in West Coast region. That's Brikama North. You get my point? Does that mean that UDP lost popularity in West Coast region? You cannot tell me that within 3 months that popularity has shot up. So that's why I'm telling you, they cannot use those election results to build a clear picture, an outlook of party's popularity and performance. In like I said, Gambian politics is always very complex and very difficult to use results to make projections. And believe me, even from one election to the other, it's difficult for you to use 2016 results to project for 2021 outcome. Also difficult to use 2021 results to project for the outcome of 2026. It's always difficult to do that.
Have you been in touch with Seedy?
Which Seedy?
Seedy Ceesay.
I came with him now. I went to his home this morning. We accompanied him to come and get him nominated. And we are appealing to everybody of West Coast who has a voter's card to vote for Seedy, because I believe that he's the most competent candidate who has what it takes to transform this region into a municipality and also into one of the biggest regions, and in fact to transform it into the engine of growth for the Gambia.
So since you have been with him, let me ask you this question. I had an interview with him. He told me that he invited those that contested on the NPP's ticket in the last councillorship election to figure out what actually went wrong for NPP in that election. What do you think went wrong for NPP in the councillorship election?
No, actually, I mean, we cannot divulge. I mean, we did a post-mortem. And because we are in politics, we cannot divulge all of our political strategies, lest our opponents now know exactly what our weaknesses are. We cannot do that. What I can tell you is that as a responsible party, which is NPP and its coalition partners, CA, NRP, GPDP, APRC and the others, we've done a post-mortem of the elections and we know exactly where the ailment is and we've rectified. That's all but I cannot tell you that, I cannot pinpoint this is what we are going to do, because otherwise I'll be giving food for our opponents and they might use it against us.
All right, thank you so very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.